and welcome to McClendon Studios, Random Thoughts and Observations, and I'm your host, David E. McClendon Sr. And today I'm going to talk to you about the day that Patrick came to town. Well, my sister became pregnant with my nephew, Patrick. He was the first grandbaby, and my father thought that the world actually began and ended with him. The sun rose and set with Patrick, that everything was, with Patrick was absolutely wonderful. And at the point in time that he was born, Suzanne was already pregnant with our oldest son, Jared. Well, Patrick was scheduled to come to town for the very first time, come down to Iva for the very first time on I believe it was a Saturday morning, but I'm not positive. I was sitting in the restaurant eating, and in came my father, and he started talking to me about Patrick was going to be there soon. I'm like, yeah, he'll be here. And he was just so excited he couldn't stand it. And he said, I want you to go and change the sign out front. We had a changeable letter sign that we put different specials on. He says, I want you to go and change the sign out front. I said, well, I'll do that first thing when I get in. He said, no, I want you to go now. And I just had got my breakfast. And I was like, I was going to eat this. And Papa Bruce said, well, I'll pay for that, and I'll pay for your other breakfast. You know, you come back and finish up when after you get the sign done, and I'll pay for your next breakfast too. And he said, make sure you've got plenty of film for the day. Okay, so I went back to the store, rolled the sign out, got out the letters, and started changing the sign. And Papa Bruce pulled up a little bit later, and he was just chomping at the bit. Don't you have that sign done yet? And it wasn't a quick, easy kind of thing to change the letters on these signs because you had to find the old letters, take the old letters off, find the new letters, get them all organized, get them back on the sign. And the box was so tight that we stuck these things down and it would roll back the skin on your fingers. Anyway, so I got the sign changed, and fortunately it was before Sandra, Al, and Patrick got there, and got back in the store, and Papa Bruce gave me money to go and get another breakfast. He told me to make sure I had plenty of film for the camera, so after I got breakfast I stopped by the drugstore and bought a couple more rolls of film. I got back to the store and they weren't there yet. Patrick hadn't showed up, Sandra and Al hadn't showed up yet. My father was like a caged animal, walking back and forth, and the different shop guys would come in and ask him something, and he'd answer, and he'd say, well, Patrick's going to straighten it out when he gets here. I said, you just watch, Patrick will straighten that out when he gets here. And he was so excited to know that Patrick was coming. And they finally got there, and he took Patrick out of Sandra's hands and just walked around like a proud peacock. Everybody come in, he'd introduce his grandson as Patrick, and he would forget that Patrick's last name was Hutchinson. He'd say, he's a fine little McClendon. And from time to time, my brother-in-law Al would say, he does know his last name's Hutchinson, doesn't he? And to hear my father talk that Patrick didn't have any last name other than McClendon. So in my father's mind, it was Patrick McClendon and not Patrick Hutchinson. Anyway, that's the story of when Patrick came to town. My father was as proud as he could be. He was excited as he could be. Every time Patrick was to come to town, he'd get very, very excited about it. Look forward to it. Whenever he knew that Sandra and Al were going to come and bring Patrick, my father was very, very excited. If Patrick wanted something, if Papa Bruce could figure out what it was he wanted, he took care of it. Like the bell that I told you about in another story. It was out in the backyard, and Patrick loved ringing the bell, and so Papa Bruce made sure there was a special long rope put on the bell just for Patrick. It was Patrick's bell. He even told Patrick it was his bell. Of course, Patrick probably doesn't remember that to this day because Patrick was just a little over a year old when Papa Bruce died. Anyway, if you like this video, leave us a comment. Let us know that we're on the right track. You can drop a comment in the box down below, or send us an email to gindysvideos@gmail.com. That's gindysvideos@gmail.com, or leave us, like I say, a message in the comment box. And if you like, please follow us on this blog and let us know that we're doing okay. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and see more of these videos as they become available, and get notices that we've uploaded a new video. And we thank you.
This is a Federal Trade Commission required notice. When you click on an advertisement that is displayed with this video, or just before it, we receive a small commission. Sometimes, if you merely watch an ad, we receive commission. If you purchase anything by clicking on links on any of our websites, we receive a commission as well.
McClendon Studios is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates Program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.
Suzanne has written a great book of poetry. It is called Shattered. You can find it on Amazon.com. We have a new book. Many people want to know if homeschooling will work for them. This book may help you answer that question. You can find it on Amazon.com.
We also offer you the book How to Pay Off Your Debt. Buy it on Amazon.com.
On the 15th of July, 2016, all of our books will be free in honor of the birth and death of our angel baby, Dorian Lee McClendon.